Hello everyone, and welcome to another Linux lesson. Today we will be continuing with networking, this part of Linux, and we will talk about the DHCP server and the static addressing. So some ports to identify the services on a host are the following. The ports from 1 to 1023 are the well-known ports, and only privileged users can call these ports. For example, in the port 22 you have the SSH to connect with other systems in an encrypted way. Port 25 is a SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. The port 80 is the HTTP, the port 143 is the EMAP, 389 the LDAP that we will see in more details when I create a Red Hat lesson, and the 443 which is the HTTPS. For example, if you type the HTTPS www.mybusiness.com, your PC sends a request at the port 443, which is the protocol that you typed, at the server of My Business, and the server My Business receives a request at the port 443. In this particular file, vim etc and then services, you can see all the ports. Also, it maps port names to port numbers, and you can also add your own entries here if you want to type something else. So the DHCP is a dynamic host configuration protocol, and there's always a DHCP server, for example your provider or your router or a server with this service installed and configured, and it assigns IP addresses to DHCP clients. For example, a DHCP client would be your PC, your computer or your laptop or your handy, your mobile telephone, that need an IP address, and in order to get one, automatically every time you connect your device to a network, then you need a DHCP server, and your device reacts as a DHCP client. So the IP addresses are leased from the DHCP server from an address pool. There is an address pool, for example, with 10 addresses or 10,000 of addresses, and each server gives one time of use. When the time runs out, the client needs to send a renewal request. If it succeeds, then you can hold this IP address a little longer. If not, then it takes back this IP address. In Red Hat systems, in order to configure a DHCP client, you do the following here. But we will dedicate a course on Red Hat Enterprise Linux distribution and explain everything in details. In Ubuntu, like here, like this system, you can see this client. You can type vim and then etc and then network, and after network interfaces, and you can see you will see this file. You see here the auto, and then your network card, and then interface, your network card, and inet. And if you want DHCP rather than static, because I have set a static IP address here, you just type DHCP, and this is everything. You just let your DHCP server do the rest. If you want the static to assign a static address to the system, you just do it the way I have it here in my system. You say auto then the network card, then interface iFace, then again your network card inet static, and then you just type the address that you want, the gateway, the net mask, the network of this gateway of this network, and then the broadcast address, and then the DNS name the DNS server. We talked about all of these things in previous lessons. So let's close this file.